MyMap, we are actually, we call it a AI native Canva for all knowledge workers. One of the problem we are solving is that not every knowledge worker is actually good at making beautiful visuals. If you ever struggle like how to make your presentation looks as good as Apple presentations, if you are that guy, we are here for you. I know that can be like lots of work. So by visuals, I mean like presentations, charts, diagrams, essentially any kind of, infographics that can help you to express your idea visually. So just imagine a case, I probably like, this has happens to me before, you are being thrilled to have lots of like readings, notes, ideas, and you are trying to make this presentation, make these flyers, one thing I really want to do is, hire an intern, just do the work for you. And hopefully that intern is, smart and, smart enough to make the good visual for you. But unluckily, it sounds like the audience from today, only Dima and the other guy from the front row had that chance to have somebody work for us. But we are actually considering us, MyMap, we are considering us as that smart interns who takes less than minimum wage and actually can get the work done for you. So we are actually, this smart intern I was talking about, who can just get the work done for you. So how MyMaps works is that we have this chatting interface. You basically hand it over your files, your notes, or like website as a context, and then just you give your instructions through this chatting interface, and we help you to generate the right visuals that tailored for your needs. So before I give you guys the right demo, I want to give a quick view about how we see there's a huge transition between generated from the generated by like AI from a UI perspective. So a typical user flow in Canva is that you open Canva, it lets you to choose the right visual types you want, and then you kind of having lots of functions you can choose. You see all the buttons. I have highlighted them on the right top corner or on the left. Then you can often find yourself, and then once you have the content ready, you can often find yourself spending lots of time with like styling and the adjustment. So how we work is that here. Let me jump into right to the live demo right away. So this is our website. If you just go to MyMap.ai. So if you click playground here, so everybody can actually try it for free. So how we design our product is that we remove all the UI components, or not all, but like all the buttons or the functions you needed to like do the styling, replaced with a chat interface. So you can just give a command that say, for example, tell me the story of Steve Jobs as Apple CEO. And you hit enter. First thing we do is we parse through the prompt. We're trying to figure out what kind of visual you will like. Second, we will decide like what's the best visual type suit for your needs. And then in this case, it kind of generates like a visual deck for you. So as you can see here, AI is doing all the work live. Here, it's kind of like a video. Oh, sorry, visual deck. Yeah. And once it takes like a 30 seconds to generate, and we use Bing search or DALL-E 2 to figure out an like image for it. Once you have it, we have this presentation mode. If you hit this, you can hit next. So basically, our tool, you can generate like a deck, a visual story in our tool as well, and you can just go through the slides. And if you want to really zoom into something, you just click on any element. It will kind of like flies over to you. Just some core UI components with UI experience we are doing. That is just one example on what we can do. Second, I'm going to show you here. Oh, this is big. Let me give you. Oh, this is too big. All right. So another example I'm going to show here today is that you actually can give a website as a context. So basically, say, Austin. Where's Austin? Hi. Yeah. Austin was doing voice flow. So let's make a voice flow as an example. So what we can do is that make me a pitch deck based on my website, and you just fill in the URL and hit enter. So we will first of all again parse the prompt. We will actually extract the URL and we will crawl the website to get the right context for you. And the crawling website usually takes like 10-15 seconds depending on the website. And it's recognized, it's the prompt you are typing in, we're supposed to generate like a deck for you. And here you go. So basically if you throw in a URL, we will crawl the website for you as a context, and then you throw in your prompt, so we will do the work for you. So yeah. Okay. So with the right, like say the title, Voice Flow Revolutionizing Conversational AI. Wow. Okay. That sounds pretty big. Yeah. And yeah, that's the example that you can give our AI the context through a URL. If you go to our website, we actually built so many visual use cases. There are a lot of them here, as you can see. Let's jump in by category. Is that too big? Yeah, let me zoom in a little bit. So we actually built lots of use cases. So how MyMap works is that we are not limiting ourselves as a presentation or as a flyer. You can do like mind maps, or you can do like brainstorms. You can do SWOT analysis. And we also have a bunch of lots of free tools that say you can turn any website into a visual story. You can actually create like AI cheat sheet. If you are a student here, you can create a tutorial based on your idea. And yeah, SWOT map you can generate. You can, like, if you are working as a consultant, you can throw in your idea. AI will trying to visualize the SWOT analysis for you. Yeah. So here, there's one more thing I want to show you is that let me just here, let me show you another part. So maybe something like help me to brainstorm how a conversational AI can be used. Let me brainstorm some use cases. That's why brainstorm some use cases for conversational AI. All right. And okay, now it's figured out it's do the brainstorming work, and it's supposed to generate a couple of sticky notes here. And I just want to point out the whole map is collaborative. So if you are working as a team, like the whole team can jump into your into a map, and people doing different brainstorms. And once you are done, maybe after through a team discuss, if you select, we have a nice tool that you can once you have the result from your brainstorming, you can turn this into a mind map, which looks more structural. Here, let me zoom in really quick. Or you can select and then turn the content into a visual story. So the whole idea is that we build this really flexible, basically a visual medium that you can have your idea ready, and we help you to brainstorm. We help you to figure out the right way to visualize it, and you can transform them through between different visual types that best suit for your needs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's our product. And let me jump back to my slides here. So a quick comparison from Canvas and say you are making a presentation on Canva or on MyMap. So we actually try to streamline the process of to do the brainstorm. You do not need to figure out which visual types you want to choose, and you simply just hand out the prompts what you like, and we are acting as the AI consistent that just solve your needs. Let me brag a little bit. I will keep this part really short. So we launched our project in April, and the response from the market was better than we thought. We quickly gained our first 1,000 paid users and grew to 10,000 MRR in just 45 days. All this achievement was done without spending a single dollar on marketing. So basically, we just do a couple of launch and we try to grow from word of mouth. And a really big thing here is that since we have this chat interface, you can just create content. We find out it's really easier for users to create, especially for new users to create content in the first 30 minutes of sign up. The thing really important here is that if you are building a tool like productivity tools, you are really trying to get your customers to create some contents on your platform fast. And with AI, with the chat interface, you can just type in the prompt, so you can, like I just showed in the live demo, so the users can get something out from their idea really quick. Usage-wise, by September, we had about 4,000 users so far. About a third of them are active paying customers. They have in total created about 120,000 maps with over 2 million visual blocks. And we have growing at a 20% monthly rate. Before I end, I want to share some 3 know-hows I really learned from talking to our customers during the last 4 or 3 months. So we are in the market of productivity tools. As you know, most people, humans are just lazy. I mean, doing work is, quite tiring. But instead, giving out instructions, just have somebody else to do the work for you. That just, feels easier, and just efficient. So we are actually trying to create this experience model to having somebody else to do the full work for you. So our vision is to we see that AI is creating this scalable assistant service to every knowledge worker out there. So they can kind of more focused on their brain works instead of, tedious works like, to styling their presentations, styling their flyers, those kind of work. Second, I really want to point out is that, as you can see here, we removed lots of UI components, lots of buttons from like a traditional design tools like Canva. So why we built this is that we say, most software PMs, design this really dedicated like UI components, toggle, select, like buttons, so users can perform tasks by interacting with those UI components. So these UI components, in my opinion, they build up this really high learning curve that everybody has to learn a new software before using them. I think how I see AI native from a design point of view is that for the first time, large language model can understand what a user wants through our language, which language we have learned as before 3. So they don't have to learn a software before. So it is really important here that from a user perspective, in the past you have to understand how software works. Now software can understand you through language. Yeah, so my personal prediction is that the cost for learning new softwares were mostly likely to be diminished thanks to LLM. And the third know-how, software, I think, in my opinion, used to be built by just lots of functions, lots of features. And I think, here is that we are going through this revolution that software is more focused on user experience. So today, AI is capable enough to perform tasks such as, writing deck or like creating visuals by itself. So users are realizing, at least our paying customers are realizing, is that instead of them doing the work, they can just more of like piloting AI to do the work for them, and then just by providing the right context and the prompt. And that's all. Yeah, if you're interested, feel welcome to connect me through LinkedIn, and I will take any questions. Here, let me show you really quick instead of me telling you. So the first thing is really simple. You can generate like a public link. If you go to the map and click the publish, we generate a public link for you. You can share with everybody, or you can share. We support export to PNG. As you can see here, there's a share button on the top right corner. What you can do if you click the link you can invite your team to your map. Just click the first link, copy the link, send to them. Second, you can click the publish to the web. So we generate this public URL you can share with everybody. Third, you can export to an image or a PDF. We actually support 2K, 4K, 8K resolutions. Yeah, so there's various way of doing so. One thing I do want to point out is that the public sharing thing is we have lots of interactiveness built in our app. For example, in this mind map, if you click this root node, it's automatically like kind of having this animation flies over to you, and you can click the children nodes from the links here. So you can kind of having this clicking through the hyperlinks to navigate through a hierarchical tree. But if you like trying to export them to like a PDF, say, you will lose this interactiveness. So we do try to this is actually one of our favorite features. Lots of students for like note-taking apps. Note-taking users, they love this like bi-directional link of navigating through mind maps. So yeah, so public URL, PDFs, images, we all support them. I have to admit this is actually one of our biggest challenges so far. As you can see here, we target knowledge workers. Basically, I think our job is, as I mentioned on the first slide, we try to solve this issue that to let everybody who's not good at visuals, we try to help them. And we see so many knowledge workers, including students, teachers, they try to create like syllabus, marketing people, they try to create like strategies for their marketing campaigns. Entrepreneur trying to use it to make a DAX, trying to brainstorm. We see so many of them. In general, I do see a pattern that, people try to use our tools to help them to visualize their ideas, and in most cases, they try to share with their team or share with their public. There are content creators that will create, like, they turn their blogs into a deck, into something visual, and then use our public URL as part of their website. So there are a lot. So far, from the data point of view, I do not see any scenario that takes like over 30% of our use cases. That just speaking statistically. But how we see is that, from the people who solve open-ended problem, having this AI copilot to, help you to visualize your idea and eventually share their idea. That's the patterns we're seeing here. So yeah. So right now we're actually more of like B2C SaaS. Besides students, actually most of our users use us for their job purposes, for their working purposes. Like, as I mentioned before, say marketers, designers use them for a lot of reasons. Yeah. So how you use it is here. This is a public page. Yeah. Let me jump back to the conversation. So once it's generated, you can actually, select them. You can edit it, and actually you can throw in more prompts. So if there's a specific node you want to throw in more prompts, like improve writing or explain or summarize or just tell me more, you can just click and it will keep like expanding the topic for you. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can move them around. Yeah, you can move them. Once it's generated, you have like the full freedom, and you can. We are actually building a like multi-round conversation. You do not have to like say to change or update your data through the UI. You can just throw in another prompt. So I want to make this mind map more. So just add another idea in this mind map. We can do that through like more chatting interface. We actually tried a lot of methods. I know DALL-E 3 had just launched today. Unfortunately, I haven't get a chance to. I don't think they are actually public available on ChatGPT yet. We have tried DALL-E 2. We have tried Stable Diffusion. We have tried Bing Search. We actually end up with using Bing Search. The reason is that, say, if you are generating a story about how Instacart just got IPO, right? DALL-E 2 or Stable Diffusion does not know the face of the Instacart founder's CEO. So the AI just have no idea. And then we often find out, just Bing Search is actually acting very reliable and just robust. Once you have this paying service, being robust is actually very important. So actually, if you guys knowing some best practice, or if you guys are working on a text-to-image solution, please talk to me. I'm actually struggling with this. I do not, I definitely see lots of space we can, lots of room we can improve it here. Yes, I think context is super important here. So far, we have done the easiest, but I think that's most popular is to, you can throw a URL. As I showed before, you can throw a URL. We crawl the website as your context. In the next month, we're actually launching new features. You can throw in a bunch of files. I do think, having a context is very important because, I talked about, we are like this smart intern, smart assistant. You guys have already know that one thing you work with intern is that just throw him a bunch of readings and fill in a bunch of, context. That's what you do. And I think that's, one of the major things we need to do with our app to giving our users the opportunity to throw lots of context about their works. We actually we actually just recently built a Chrome extension. You can throw your Notion database, your Notion page into as context, and we help you to visualize that Notion page. Yeah. There is luck and timing. First of all, we definitely have a core product that, just looks visually appealing. That's the first thing you need to do to make your, besides make your product work, is to make your product looks beautiful. That's the first thing. Second, timing is super important. We launched in April. Back then, there was this shortage of AI-related apps. So once we get on the market, this really cool tool, you can create mind maps, presentations, and then just words spread out. Unfortunately, guys, there's no secret sauce here. Just, keep building your product, make it look good, and then word of mouth. Yeah. We actually encounter some cases. We have lots of Russian users and Ukrainian users at both. We actually try to test it out. So far, I have to give most credit to OpenAI. They do, and DALL-E 2 as well. If you throw something that, just words I will not say today, it will just stop working, and then we try to catch that image and just tell you to try again, and that will never work. Another use case I've encountered so far, which makes me proud, is that we have this user from Finland who's talking to us and try to, basically he was arguing about like a discount, but her reason was, we are helping Ukrainian refugees using your app to teach them how to have a life in Finland, because our tools, they need our tools for like translation and just making visuals, making tutorials on how to help them to fit in the lives. So we actually give them for free. But yeah, but for the startup, I think focus on product, but ethically there's lots of things happening on right now. But for now, we're just trusting the big companies, they can do their good jobs. Yeah.